I keep making videos and half making them and not posting them and not sharing them, and yes, just documenting a little bit what it's been like here. And I couldn't tell you whether I am on a mental health healing journey or a spiritual awakening. Feels like both. Feels like neither. More like both. I'm more absolutely confused and more clear than ever. More frustrated and more at peace. It's weird. It's super weird. There is no way I can say that I have found peace or enlightenment or mental health. Ugh, oh my god. I don't feel like I'm fixed or healed. And I will just continue to share about what's really here and what's happening. And I've been microdosing for 4 days, and that has helped dramatically. And not dramatically. Dramatically in that when I feel so anxious and so much self-loathing and so many mean negative thoughts every day, that it feels dramatic when, instead of feeling self-hate, critical, mean voices all the fucking time, letting people treat me like shit, when that reduces, when I have the capacity to say no to what isn't healthy for me, when I have the capacity to be kind to myself when I do something unhealthy, that's just human nature. But being able to do that when you couldn't do it before is dramatic. It feels dramatic. And at the same time, it doesn't feel dramatic in that it's like, oh yeah, this is what life is supposed to feel like. And I guess really is no supposed to. There is no supposed to. It makes sense that a person, a body, a mind, a system would feel the way I have felt with my upbringing and my experiences and the people who raised me. It all makes complete sense. And at the same time, whilst it makes sense, it doesn't make it any easier to live in a life of survival as I saw it earlier. Oh my god, it's so beautiful here. Wowee. Glorious English summertime. Can't be beat. And wow. So nice. But it's fucking hard living in a life of cPTSD. It's hard feeling like every fucking thing I do is to trying to keep myself safe, like everything. Trying to get it right in some way, and it's complicated, it's complex, hence why cPTSD is, that's what the C in cPTSD is. It's complex PTSD. It's not one big trauma. It's complex because it's multiple layers of trauma, masses, over and over and over and over again. And the trauma's done to me by people who didn't mean to, and so it's, in fact, they deliberately meant to be kind and helpful, and instead it was painful and hurtful and trauma-inducing. consistently being made wrong and not praised and abandoned and emotionally neglected in ways that I can see now, but no one saw before. I couldn't stick up for myself, and now I can, but it's hard because I don't have the practice. It's hard, it's really hard. And also, like I said it's like this mental health thing, this mental health journey. Well, it's weird, I feel weird being on my phone, talking at the camera, have these judgments around myself, being as someone who does selfie videos. There's nothing to do but play it out, is there? Just experience it as people walk by. Just keep doing it. It's so lovely here. And now I'm just talking because I feel really awkward. But even if I put my phone down now, people would have seen it. It's quite funny. Hi. Oh. The awkwardness is there. The feeling I should not be doing this. I remembered. I so often don't remember what I'm saying when I'm taken off track by something sort of that triggers trauma, that triggers anxiety, that triggers I'm doing something wrong, I'll be seen as bad, I'll be seen as something. It usually really gets me off track, but I remember what I was saying. I still remember what I was saying. I was saying that this thing feels like a mental health thing, and I guess it is. It's mental health, emotional health, and it's connected to the body, which I won't go into, but it is. There's no separation between the mental and the body, but it also feels like some spiritual awakening thing. It feels, and I don't really even know what I mean by spiritual, and I don't need to be told what I mean, because I know what people mean. I can sort of understand because I've been through this spiritual stuff for so long, but what I mean is I'm bored of labels. Like, labels are stopping making sense. So I use the word spiritual awakening because that's what some people would understand it as, and it points towards what I feel, but like concepts that I thought were true are just not. The concepts of right and wrong that have kept me in so much pain for so long, they just don't, the logic and the rationale in right and wrong is dropping away and not making as much sense. Like, things working and not working, that makes more sense. But even that, it's like works according to what or who. Everything is just happening as it is. And I don't say that as a spiritual platitude, even though I've said that a lot as a spiritual platitude, and I bet if I look back on this video in weeks, months, years to come, then I would laugh at myself and go, yeah, no, you were using it as a spiritual platitude. Maybe I still am, but as far as I can tell in myself right now. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Squeaky buddy. As far as I can tell, I really mean just there is nothing other than this and what's happening, and we can make judgments about it and and think about it as right and wrong, but really, like, it's just what's happening. Whether I decide whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't stop it or change it. I can't zoom in. But I wonder if that's a better place to sit than that tiny little thing. It doesn't. Things are just falling away in a way that doesn't makes life easier and better, and and no different whatsoever? How does that work? I don't know. And there's this constant sort of want and desire and need to be able to explain it, to be able to understand it. And that's just part of what's happening. That doesn't make the understanding good or bad. It doesn't make it better or worse. It doesn't mean that I shouldn't do it. It doesn't mean I should do it more. If I get something from it, the understanding doesn't mean anything. And if you are following me, if you are understanding what I'm saying, cool. If you don't understand what I'm saying, also cool. It doesn't make me right or wrong, and it doesn't make you right or wrong. It doesn't make anyone better than anyone else. It doesn't make someone understand and someone not. Like, well, I guess it does, but it doesn't make any difference in anything, really. But I notice that there's a fear of disconnection when people don't understand something. That's something I'm noticing lately, is that I'm so afraid of not agreeing on something. I've really liked to agree with people on things and find a way to agree, which sometimes means I'm able to see different opinions and point of views. But it's like there are these two extremes that I experience here, which is being able to fit in with whoever I am with so that the connection isn't lost, because I perceive that disagreement means disconnection. But also the other side of that is, don't make me the fuck wrong. There's this like internal, listen to me, believe me, I've got to be right. There's these two different ways of staying safe, staying connected, or being worthy. It's like, to stay connected, I have to agree, but to stay important and relevant, I have to be right. I have to say clever things. I have to sift and sort through all the information and find the absolute truth and correctness and rightness, and that will make me a good person. And then people will like me, particularly parents and my family, because there's a lot of rightness in my family. Needing to be right, to be seen. And yeah.